Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing a reading from November 15th to December 15th. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Capricorn, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. It's interesting because this card came out and it started turning like this and then it turned reverse in that position. So that's, wow, interesting. Your challenge here is the Temperance. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Five of Wands in reverse. Wow. I just got a major message for you. Some of you are in a conflict right now. And I think the one important message Spirit wants you to know is you need to be patient in this situation. Don't get upset or don't feed into some sort of conflict, okay? And that's why what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands in reverse. It's because someone here doesn't want to fight anymore. And your challenge here is the Temperance, which means patience, taking your time, flowing with things rather than trying to control things. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like in the recent past, there was a lot of reevaluating a relationship or an investment or something that you were getting involved in here. You were reevaluating whether you wanted to put your energy, time, and effort into this. I feel with the Page of Cups here, there could have been an apology, could have been some sort of forgiveness here, especially with the Knight of Wands. I feel like someone here was on and off here in the past. Could have been you or your person. We're going to find out more about this in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor. It's looking right now in the present moment, Capricorn, you want stability. You want this stability. You want some sort of new opportunity to come in for you. This could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or someone who embodies that energy. We're going to clarify this and find out more for you in a moment. In the near future, you have the Fool, the Two of Pentacles, and the World. So in the near future, it looks like a decision needs to be made about whether or not you are going to have a new beginning or whether or not you're going to end things here, okay? The Fool is here, which is all about new beginnings, and the World is all about endings, okay? And the Two of Pentacles is usually about a decision or about something here that we're balancing or juggling, but I feel in your case, this is about a decision, okay? So let's, before we get into your reading, like I said, Five of Wands in reverse, someone here doesn't want to fight anymore, or you're being called right now to really look at whether or not a conflict that you're in is really worth your energy, okay? And you may be kind of looking at that and seeing if it's, again, worth your time. Because something here is really draining is what I'm getting, okay? So let's get into your reading, Capricorn, and let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify the Temperance. So the Temperance is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Temperance again. So you have the Temperance twice. So again, when I shuffled the cards and I started to see the Temperance, I right away got Temper. Instead of Temperance, I got Temper, and then the Temperance came out twice. So somebody here has a temper. Somebody here like flies off the handle. And your biggest challenge here, especially with this fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or someone, again, like I said, embodies this energy. They could have fire energy in their chart. Or they can come across as like a fire sign, okay? So don't take the sign literal. Some of you take the sign literal and you're like, he's not an Aries or he's not a Leo. Like we got 12 signs, okay? So don't be so fixated on the sign. Focus more or less on the message. So I feel like your challenge has a lot to do with an apology, trying to be patient with this person, be a little bit more understanding. That could be a big challenge for you. Some of you master this very well. Like you're open to forgiving, you're open to healing, you're open to being patient with this person. I think, you know, what's going to make your life a lot easier and this person's life a lot easier is if you're patient and understanding. And most importantly, like I advocate all the time on this channel, I sound like a broken record. You know, forgiveness. This is like key because what ends up happening when we don't forgive, we create energetic blockages, which ultimately affects us from being able to find or have opportunities. So these are things that you need to be aware of. And I think there's something here from your past that's coming up as well, because the sun is going to be entering to Sagittarius. And if you're a rising Capricorn, well, the sun is going to be transiting your 12th house, which means stuff from the past is coming up, and you need to be patient and forgiving, or open to forgiving and healing things. Okay. So that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Let's talk about the recent past. Let's talk about the Page of Cups in the recent past. Okay, you have the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and you have the 5 of Cups. Okay, so I really am strongly getting 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, Ace of Swords, because I know a lot of you are going to say, can you tell us what those 3 cards were that you did? So yeah, these are the cards that came out: 5 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. So you could have in the recent past left or came back after leaving after a conflict. And I feel like in the past, again, there was a disappointment, a third-party situation, the relationship may have came to an end, or there could have been a power struggle here in the past. And that could be the reason why, Capricorn, you or your person decided to reevaluate whether or not this relationship was really for either you or them. Okay, so tell me more about the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 3 of Wands. So yeah, in the recent past, it was almost like a long-term commitment, relationship, investment here kind of failed in the past, and there was a lot of disappointment here. But at the same time, there was also an opportunity to reevaluate the situation and see how you could move on and move forward from this. Okay, because there was a lot of on and off here. Somebody in the past was a player, they were on and off. I don't know if this was you or your person, but that's what I'm seeing here in the past. Now in the present moment, it looks like there is an opportunity here to bring forth some form of stability with this person. We're going to clarify. Tell me more about this person in the present moment for Capricorn with the Queen of Wands. You have the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Justice. Yes. So this person in the present moment could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I am getting a Libra or a fire sign Leo. This person really wants to set things right with you. Like they really want to give to the situation, but I'm also getting an energy here of being blocked or pushing this person away. So even though you and this person want to work things out and you want things to get back to this place of stability, there's still a blocked energy. Okay, that's stopping this from happening. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles for Capricorn in the present moment. King of Swords in reverse. Perfect. Okay, 4 of Wands in reverse, Tower in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. It's so difficult to have some sort of new opportunity or new beginning, even though that's something that you may want. In the present moment, there's a problem within marriage or commitment. 4 of Wands in reverse in the Tower. So even though something here happened in the past that was really never resolved, I think one of the things that you need to keep in mind in the present moment, Capricorn, is you should be logical about the situation. Not get upset, not get angry about it, not fly off the handle, and even if you're someone who doesn't do that, if you're dealing with somebody who, again, there's issues, being logical, not just making an offer in the present moment, because some of you think, oh, I'm just going to make an offer and everything's going to be fine. It's more than that. This person, whoever this person is, they need to see that you're really solid and stable, that you're really solid and stable and you know what you want. That's why the Emperor is here, because the Emperor is about wisdom. It's about moving towards a situation from a place of experience. And you, as a Capricorn, you're all about that. Your whole entire life, Capricorn, as a sign that is ruled by Saturn, you're all about becoming structured, responsible, being wise. And that's something I feel you're being called to do, especially when it comes to a relationship that's kind of flipped upside down. And one of the things you have to keep in mind is Emperor is ruled by Aries, which is ruled by Mars, and Mars is retrograde now. So Mars, because Aries squares your sun, your moon, or rising, depending on where Capricorn is in your chart, it is going to affect you a lot more than everybody else, because you may not have that Mars energy to feed off of, right? So something here that happened in the past is still not resolved, and someone here in the present moment wants to resolve that, but I think you need to approach the situation more or less from the Emperor energy. If you're not doing that already, that could be something that you may need to consider, okay? So let's clarify the Emperor. Why is it here for Capricorn in the present moment? I think a lot of you are really going to be happy with this reading because there's a message in here that it's like you want answers and you're going to get the answers here. Page of Swords, Two of Swords, yes, and the Eight of Swords. If you want this person to come out of isolation, you want this person to really get clear on things with you, you want this person to open up, you need to approach the situation from a wise perspective. That's your challenge. Your challenge is not to fly off the handle. Five of Wands in reverse. Don't fight anymore because fighting is not productive. Fighting does not get you to where you need to be. Okay, so this is about you approaching a situation from the perspective of the Emperor. And because Mars is in retrograde, a lot of us can't feed on the Emperor energy now because it's not there. And what Spirit is saying is this is within you. The reason why Mars goes retrograde is because what Spirit is asking us to do is Spirit is asking us to find the energy within us, not outside. Everybody wants to blame everybody else for something that happened, but they don't want to take responsibility for something that happened within. And that's what you're being called to do. When you accept responsibility for something here and you show others that you're accepting responsibility for it, people are going to naturally gravitate and open up towards you and they're going to want to get to the bottom of something. But this situation cannot be resolved. And again, you can run away from the situation. This person can run. It's the problem is still there. The problem is still there. You still have to deal with it, okay? And this is why a lot of people fail or they don't elevate or they start getting bitter or they get mad, they get angry because they don't want to deal with their issues. They don't want to deal with their issues. They rather blame somebody else, fight, argue, and say, it's not my problem, it's their problem. That's why this happened. Okay, so this is something that you need to be very, very, very vigilant of in the present moment, especially when the sun enters your 12th house, because all the issues that you didn't deal with, all the issues you ignored, all the issues that you swept under the rug and you said, I'm going to deal with it later. Now it's coming back. Now you got to deal with it. But make sure when you're dealing with it, you're dealing with it from a responsible place. And you have it within you because you're a Capricorn and you're ruled by Saturn. And that's part of your soul's lesson, okay? Now, in the near future, after all of this, after you come to terms with the situation, there's going to be a decision that you have to make about this, okay? Because you're either going to have a new beginning and everything's going to be fine, you're going to have a new beginning, or you may decide, you know what, I'm going to abandon the situation, it's going to end, it's done, whatever. So what is this decision all about? What is wow, you have the sun that popped out. So this looks good. It looks like the decision that you choose to make is going to be one that's happy, that's going to be in your favor. You have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So I think a lot of you, before you decide to make this decision, you may decide to kind of keep your options open, or you may kind of just want to do your own thing here. I do see that this decision that you make, a lot of you in the near future are going to really try to get clear on things first. I don't see you just making a decision. Tell me more about the world in the near future. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil. It looks like in the end, what you're going to be deciding to do is work things out. So even though something here may seem like it's closing out and it's ending, there is going to be an opportunity for you to reevaluate the situation and to maybe work things out. Okay. A lot of you are going to recognize that something that you do needs to come to an end. Something toxic that you do, something that you engage in doing needs to come to an end. And a lot of you may decide to reevaluate how you're going to work this out, because there's a situation in your life in the near future that you want to work it out. It's like you want to work it out because you're reevaluating it in the near future. What is this Fool card all about? So the Fool is clarified by the Five of Wands. You have the Six of Cups and the High Priestess. Yes. Even though you decide to have a new beginning with this person from your past, and I think the reason why is because there's a very strong connection here, there's still conflict. I'm sorry to inform you, okay? There's still conflict. And the only reason, Capricorn, why there's still conflict here in the near future is because you may need to really think about how you're approaching the situation. Remember how I said when I first got into your reading, I was like, temper. I'm getting an energy here of temper. There is a temper here. Someone has a problem dealing with issues. And I don't know if this is you or your person or both of you, but either way, you have to really recognize here that part of this new beginning, the Fool, is about you really looking at how you're approaching the situation. Are you having some sort of conflict in the near future that is not constructive? Because if you're having a conflict with someone from the past and it's not constructive, it's leading to an inability to have a new beginning. So it's almost like you don't want something here to come to an end, but you're not realizing what it's going to take so that it doesn't come to an end. If you don't want something to come to an end, you have to change the way in which you approach it. So what you don't see coming is a lot of you are going to realize that a conflict that you engage in is not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. How you're approaching it, how you're dealing with it is not correct. So this is about you really recognizing that part of you manifesting or creating what you want is going to be how you approach it. And being in an angry, stubborn, frustrating energy is just going to block you from manifesting. Okay? So you need to be very aware of that. All right? Now, long-winded reading. Let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? Ten of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Your biggest piece of advice here is to ask yourself, how can I heal from this ending? How can I heal from this pain? How can I heal from something that really affected me on a deep level? And I think the biggest piece of advice here for you, Capricorn, is to ask yourself how you can give to the situation. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. It's about giving. And, how are you helping this situation heal? Right? Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords. How are you giving to the situation to bring forth the healing aspect into it? Because it's painful, whatever you're going through or whatever you're trying to fix. It's painful, but it's a part of your challenge. It's part of your growth. It's part of you becoming the better version of yourself. And like I said throughout your whole reading, this is about you recognizing that if there is a conflict, how are you approaching it? Are you engaging in it in a way where you can change the way in which you're engaging it? Are you flying off the handle? Are you not being constructive? Are you not being responsible? Because that's something that can really be affecting you. That can really affect your ability to heal from the situation. So I think the biggest piece of advice here is ask yourself how you're contributing to healing something that affected you on a very deep level, okay? And if you contribute to it in a constructive place, in a responsible place, in a place where you're being wise, then it's really not going to be that bad, okay? But again, this is going to start with you. And having patience is going to be a big part of your challenge, okay? So Capricorn, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.